That's manning up. You see that those commercials? That's manning up right there.
Again, basically the left arm just kind of hanging there, except when he made that one great deflection on a steal. Wade. James Jones knocks down a three. Second field goal for Jones. 15-point game, still over 7 minutes remaining.
And I like this Chalmers pressuring the ball now versus just allowing Rondo to inch it up the floor.
Green inside, Big Baby shot blocked. I think it was Anthony who got a piece of it. James back out to James Jones. Wade lost his sneaker and now just joining his team at the other end of the floor. And a blocking foul call on Rondo. Garnett's going to come back in. Our playoff coverage will continue tomorrow on ABC. Game 4 from Dallas, Lakers and the Mavericks, 3:30 Eastern time tip-off, and then on TNT tomorrow night, the Bulls and Hawks from Atlanta, Game 4 there. Chicago leading 2-1, and of course Dallas with the stunning 3-0 lead on the Lakers.
Stunning, that's an understatement.
Hard to believe, talking about the Lakers trying to avoid a sweep. James Jones misfires. Garnett tipping it to himself for his 14th rebound of the night. Rondo the drive. Rondo the layup. This crowd has Rondo fever. They are delirious watching him perform. James misses. Garnett clears the boards once again. And right now it's all Celtics as a foul called on Chalmers.
Well, this is when Rondo plays his best. When it's a speed game. He gets the ball, numbers advantage, takes it to the rim, and does a good job finishing.
You know, we talked earlier about John Havlicek speaking with the Celtics, giving them a little motivation on Thursday. Havlicek was on the only Celtic team that overcame an 0-2 deficit. Well, maybe he inspired Rondo more than he thought. Celtic fans remember Havlicek back in the 1973 playoffs, separating his right shoulder. He basically played with one arm. An inspirational performance. Now it's Rondo's turn here in 2011.
These are memories that last a lifetime when you're talking about fans. This is how you become legendary. You can question Rondo's shooting ability for the rest of his career, but you cannot question his heart and desire.
Wade to James, cutting across. Nice pass, nice finish. 15-point game with 5.5 to play. Game 4 will be Monday night back here in Boston. Celtics trying to make sure it's a 2-1 series. Extra pass, Green is open. An air ball, and Chalmers the rebound. Celtics though 7 of 13 from three-point range. Nice pass inside. Chalmers. What a game for Chalmers off the bench with 15. He's 6 for 6 from the field as Wade set him up beautifully. Yeah, we'll take a time. 13-point Celtic lead with 5 to play.
ESPN's presentation of the NBA playoffs on ABC. Brought to you by Chevrolet.
Stuart Scott in the studio. Let's check out today's KFC signature performance. So far belongs to Zebo. Zach Randolph, 21-21 against the Thunder. Memphis rallied down 16 to shock OKC, 101-93 in extra time. Now let's go back to Boston. Mike, Mark, Jeff, and of course Lisa.
All right. Stewart, 85-72 Celtics by 13 with 5:02 to play in the fourth. Questions of the Ring brought to you by the new release Green Lantern. So many great individual performances. Zach Randolph with another one. Memphis now with a 2-1 lead in that series. What a fabulous playoffs these 2011 postseason games have been. And tremendous individual performances here tonight as well. Kevin Garnett, 26 points, 15 rebounds, and then Rondo's one-handed performance. Delonte West tries to get it into Garnett. Garnett's shot is good. 28 for Garnett. Boy, Doc Rivers said before the game, we need to dominate the 4 spot. Garnett has done that and more tonight.
And the amazing thing is he's more than capable of doing it. It's just a mindset to be in attack mode offensively as opposed to a guy looking to make the passing play. He's catching the basketball and looking to score. Great screen, so he creates an opening by forcing the mismatch. And then Delonte West, high percentage play, on-point pass, and KG with another basket.
Just picked up his 3rd foul, a loose ball foul. Wade. Tough shot, in and out. Another one halfway down, gets the rebound, but it was out of bounds. And Celtic ball with 4:01 remaining. Well, Doc Rivers said after the first 2 games that the Heat are playing with great confidence, and we gave it to them. Well, tonight the Celtics have regained a lot of their confidence. Pierce looking. Garnett wants the ball. Tough fall away. And James the rebound.
You know, Kevin Garnett playing spectacular, but if you're Eric Spoelstra, you got to begin to think about what you can get from Chris Bosh. Disappointing night of basketball across the board for him. He's got to play better for his Heat team.
And not just him, their starting unit in both halves really struggled as Chalmers steals the ball and advances it to Wade.
Wade bumped by Allen. Wade thought there should have been a foul call, still gets it to go.
In both halves, Miami's starting unit got him off to really poor starts, and it wasn't until Joel Anthony and Chalmers were inserted till they started to play a little bit better.
Anthony's had some game, 12 points, 11 rebounds, as Jones trips up on him. Ray Allen. Well, the 4th spot tonight, it went to Boston and Garnett in a big way. 28 and 15, his best game of the playoffs thus far for Kevin Garnett.
It shows you the versatility of LeBron James also, because Eric Spoelstra is thinking, I can put LeBron at the 4. If Chris Bosh is not going to show up and play and be ready for the challenge, LeBron James slides to the 4 position, and you don't lose much because he's outstanding rebounder and outstanding defender across the board.
Let's listen to a Doc Rivers recent huddle.
Guys, the last 2 minutes, a completely different team us. We're walking, we're moving, we're not playing D anymore. You're getting layups. Guys, this game ain't over.
Well, right now they're in control by 15. The Heat in the second half have shot 31% from the field. That's after they shot 50% in the first half.
I'm going to really be interested if they can, the Celtics, as James takes it to the rim with a possible 3-point play, can regenerate this type of effort again on Monday. You know, can Kevin Garnett come out and be as energetic offensively, getting depth and have a scorer's mentality? Can Pierce do it at both ends? It's not easy for older players.
Pretty quick turnaround. A late game Saturday night into Monday. They had 3 days off between games 2 and 3.
I think it's so important for Doc Rivers in the next 2 days to continue to remind Kevin Garnett how he took over this basketball game. And if they're going to continue to win, he's got to play with his confidence and aggressiveness.
Just got his 16th rebound to go for those 28 points. And the crowd getting on its feet to show their appreciation for the Celtic effort. Rondo to Pierce. Bang! Chalmers the runner. And Chalmers continues to impress. 17 points off the bench for Chalmers. 13-point game, under 2 to play. Pierce started it off. He had 12 points in the first. Ray Allen. That won't go. Garnett tips it back out. And then Jones knocks down Allen. Reminder, ESPN's coverage of Major League Baseball continues Sunday and Monday night. First on Sunday Night Baseball at 8, Braves and Phillies. Then Monday Night Baseball at 7 Eastern, Twins and the Red Sox. Well, again, as we said, the big three, since they came in the 07-08 season, had never trailed 0-2 in a playoff series until this one. And they have responded as they've done so many times in their 4 years together. Big performance from all of them, especially Garnett and Pierce. And then you have the story of Rajon Rondo dislocating that left elbow. It looked like a gruesome injury. They popped it back in the locker room. He comes back and makes huge plays with basically one hand as Wade floats one in.
And the Celtics defended really hard, really aggressively, but without fouling. And that's been a big key. They kept James and Wade off the free throw line more than they had in the previous 2 games.
Garnett. Allen throws it out. Nice catch by West. 1 on the shot clock. Pierce puts it in. There's the exclamation point. Not that time from Wade. Pierce with a rebound. And they are celebrating here at the TD Garden. Celtics right back in this series. And we'll talk about all the offensive numbers, but the defense in the second half as Garnett misses. Miami with just 35 points in the second half. Again, shooting around 30% in the third and fourth quarters. Well, the Celtics get the much-needed victory as Chalmers misses. And the Heat's lead in this series is cut to 2-1 with an impressive performance from the Boston Celtics as they remain undefeated at home in the 2011 playoffs. LeBron James, a subpar game for him. Dwayne Wade with 23 to lead them in scoring. He got a big boost from their bench, but not able to overcome a terrific all-around performance from the Boston Celtics. 28 points, 18 rebounds for Garnett, and Rajon Rondo with the inspiring performance. He's with Lisa.
Thank you, Mike. Rajon, tell me, how were you able to come back into this game and play with basically one arm?
Thank God I just popped back in. When I was on the floor, I came out, and it's a little stiff, but I just try to get my team some energy defensively.
Just hearing you say that, it just popped back in sounds painful. What does it feel like right now? It's really, you're not using it at all.
No, it's throbbing. It's definitely tight. It's this experience I never felt before, but with the trainings we have, I'm sure I'll be ready to go in a couple of days.
I was going to say, what do you think your status is going to be? If you're going to be limited at all?
I'll be limited, but not defensively. I'll be able to pressure the ball, hopefully get some deflection to rebound the ball, then give it to our big three and the rest of the guys on the floor to score the ball.
And right now, what is it feeling like right now?
It's still broken.
Broken?
I mean, it's a painful feeling, but I'll be fine. It's no big deal. It's not an excuse. I'll be ready to play in 2 days.
It's a dislocated elbow.
Yeah, I mean, it hurts, but, it's my adrenaline is going right now, so I was able to come back and try to give my team a lift.
All right, thank you for your time. Congratulations. Mike.
It's no big deal. It's a little stiff. Rajon Rondo adds to the Celtics' lore.